Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield. This is a RiseToWar Legacy video today, my friends. And we're going to talk about challenge. What is a challenge? What are these challenge things? What do these even mean? So we're going to go up to this challenge book. It's here in the bag end, but when you're in game, it'll be in the tavern in the bottom left on the table, the same book. All right. So what is the challenge thing? Well, the challenge thing is kind of a fun little event thing that you can do. And basically there's an easy version and a hard version. When you're in game, it does matter that you have a on-level character to kind of they get stronger and stronger over the season, the challenges of the level of the enemy commanders, as in they're like level 10 when you start, and they're like level 20, then they're like level 35, and it kind of goes up to the max 50 right by the end of the game. It's just over time. It explains a little more here about challenges and what they do, but I'm going to talk you through it right now. So there's reward. This is another good way to get loot for free. There's a lot of other good ways you can get gems and stuff without paying money in the game and all these things, but this is a really good one. So I'd recommend doing the difficult one because it's not too hard. And then it's gonna say thumbs up. It'll give a bonus up here depending on the kind of person you use. So again, for this, it says it wants us to use basically all these I think they're balanced supports. It says it right here, recommended balanced. See how it says right here, balanced? So that is the type of commander. If you're confused what that means, you can go into commanders, and right up here, you can see where it says balanced. If I go to Dane, it says he's a warrior. If I go to Thranduil, he's a warrior. If I go to her, she's a strategist, right? They all do special different things. We will talk about that in another episode. But now you know how to do that. Let's go back over the challenges. And what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna say go. We're gonna go to the challenge. We're gonna start it up. And you could do any commander. Now in the bag end, all of them are level 50 automatically. You could do this. Now what I'm gonna do to show you that you can do other things is I'm actually gonna pick my Gimli here because Gimli sounds like fun, all right? You also wanna make sure go to your commanders, make sure they have items on. I don't think my Gimli does. And make sure you have your things put in for bag end. Again, I'm going to give Gimli his special weapon. He'll automatically have it 100% knowledge because it's bag end, right? I'm going to give him all his equipment here real quick that I use on my Gimli. All right, there we go. He's got 413 might. And then I'm going to trait him in the way I do. I have a video on Gimli if you're curious how I'd like to trait him. And there's a special way of putting in points on Gimli. You want to put your last point in all in last. A little confusing, I know, but watch what I'll do. All of these. All right. That. I'm going to do that one last, but now I'm going to max this one out. You notice I did it last, though. Again, go watch my video on Gimli if you're curious why I did that. All right, I want to have warrior maxed out here. This one. In this case, I'm just going to do it like that. All right, last point there, boom. Okay, we're gonna do it like that. So now we're gonna go back into our challenges, right? Make sure you have the gear, all that kind of stuff advanced. Again, I get a 20% bonus for all of these if I use any of these balanced heroes, but again, you don't have to do that. If you have a main character, you can still use another one. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna use a different one. Now, when it comes to my Gimli, I can use any unit, it's telling me pretty much right now, right? But I'm actually gonna find my Ram Riders because Ram Riders are very powerful. Or you can do Guardians or something. My Gimli is my glass cannon. He does a lot of damage, so I just want a unit that won't die. All right. So, and I usually use Ram Riders because they have a special ability that reduces armor on their thing, so it helps. So where are my Ram Riders? Let's go into search here. We'll go into dwarves only, tier 3 melee. All right, there they are. All right, perfect. I'm gonna give him a full group of Ram Riders. That's all I'm gonna give him, and I'll show you why as I go. Again, you can look ahead, you can click, you can see this is the skills that are going to be offered to you. The way challenges work is as you defeat enemy parties, you'll have enemy forced to defeat with their leader, right? You can click and see again. You can see there's their leader and stuff. And then you have heal or choose a unit, okay? I'll explain the differences of those in just a moment. But basically, as you go and you battle, you can click the skip down here if you want. Or you can actually watch the battle. If you turn that off, it'll actually watch the combat, right? You'll see the screen and stuff. I leave it skipped because it takes too long. But again, you can see the actual battle, what happens, how it goes, speed it up, that kind of thing. You can also click down here near you can click the back button up here and just get out. And you automatically, I won, so I moved on. Again, allied mounted units damage dealt. Well, I'm gonna use that one because I'm using mounted goats, right? So now that'll actually get added onto Gimli's normal stuff up here in the top right. So basically, as you go through, you'll get a special bonuses added to your character and equipment occasionally, and that is on top of your actual character's equipment and stuff. That's only in challenges. That's because it gets harder and harder, right? Now again, since I have goats, I could go here and select a unit, but I'm actually going to go here to the heal one and heal. You get one or the other, right? That's how this works in this one. And then I'm going to turn on skip again. I'm going to attack this next one. Here's the ability she's going to have. She has these kind of units. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and attack them. All right, and you basically just move through the whole book, okay? It's and there'll be 2 stages. So now you choose again. You want to think about this. It's kind of help you think and learn about other commanders and challenges at the same time as understanding your own units and stuff. So against an enemy commander, 50% chance to inflict stun, okay? Against 2 targets, deal poison damage. They can't recover HP, okay? But I already have an ability on Gimli that makes units not be able to recover HP. But this one is 2. That's kind of nice. Against all enemies, defenses down. That could be strong. This one could be strong with my Gimli because that's pretty powerful, and it gave him a little focus. And now we got an item from that too. So watch, it's going to give me so now if I click up here at the top, I can see, okay, I have mounted damage, I get this, and I have an item now which actually gives more might. So if I look at my Gimli, remember how he had 416 might with his already items? Well, look it. Now he's got 458. He's going to become an absolute monster. All right. Again, that works. So now I'm forced to select a unit. So I'm going to go ahead and select the unit here. Now, this is up to you what you want to do, right? So let's say, oh, I want these axe throwers, right? So I could click these axe throwers and I could drop them in and try to fit how many axe throwers I want in there with my Ram Riders, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to exit out. I'm not going to do it. And are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Basically, I don't have to accept the units if I don't want to. And the reason being is there's a heal up here, and I know I can defeat this next army with the units I have, and I can keep going. So again, that's a tactic thing. You don't have to accept the units, and if they're evil units, it'll say you have a 10% reduction, whatever. That is a thing you have to think about with that as well. Against 1 enemy, deal physical damage. 1 ally unit, evade next damage. Well, that's fantastic because I'm only using 1 unit, right? And there we go. We got another item as well. All right. So now you seeing how the challenges work, right? So now you got a new item. Again, this would be bonus if I had Urukai. Doesn't matter though. I still get the might bonus from it. I'm just going to go to the heal one again. Watch how much I heal with my goats here. I have 1,800 of them, right? All right. Now I have 2,460 of them again. Now I'm going to attack this guy. And that's how you do it. You just move through just like that. Again, you need to have the knowledge of characters, knowledge of this. This is kind of stuff you'll have to learn over time. Again, on my channel, we do talk about things with heroes and champions, so don't forget to like and subscribe if that does help you out. You want to know more info. Now, you got a bunch of difference here. Enemy has 1 unit type against deal 400 bunch of focus damage. All right, round 1, 2 enemy units, 100% chance of being stunned. First 3 rounds, enemy. Okay, so all enemies receive more damage. I'm going to do the stun one because that'll help my units not die. The damage one could be good as well. Again, you can read through them. This helps you learn all the heroes' abilities. That's one of the reasons for the challenges, okay? Not to mention you get some free loot for doing it. All right. Again, challenges also help you because there's a lot of events for getting your special weapon for certain heroes that are similar to the challenges. Oh, well, this commander was Gimli, so I can get another break defense. I could make it where my full army takes less damage. I'm gonna do melee units. They do more damage. I'm gonna go ahead and just do this one. Yes, they do stack, by the way, if it's the same hero. They will stack. All right, and again, you can go through and you can look at your reports and see how much damage you did. See, my Gimli, he did 11,000, I did 146. I have a much more powerful Gimli than him. So you can see he actually has no items, where I do. All right, so we're here on the last one. We'll take this out, and then once we take this out, it's going to give us round 2. We do the exact same thing. When you're finished at the end of it, you will say next. Down here, there's a next button. Here's the next fight. Your armies will be refreshed, right? You'll have your full group of units again. And again, choose who you want to fight. I want to choose this hero because I think I want his abilities. No, I might want his abilities. Again, remember, you can click on the tile and then click his abilities right here in the corner. It'll show you what he has. Yeah, they're both fine. It doesn't really, it's just, I'm gonna attack that one. Probably easier for me to kill him. All right, there we go. Yeah, it was very easy. I'm gonna do the healing one. And as you can see here, my Gimli just absolutely destroyed him. He lost all his troops and I lost 100. So again, yeah, it does help to use your strongest character with his strongest gear, guys. And know your best setup. And again, look, for example, here's Halberd, guys. I can put them in here. And right now, there's no debuffs to using bad units in Bilbo's, for this right time being. But if you are in a non-RP server, non-RP server, there would be a debuff of negative 10% even in the challenge, unless you had the ring buffs, which basically make it where you don't lose 10% damage and stuff for having good heroes with bad units or bad heroes with good units. Okay, keep that in mind. That's just a side note, but that's important for you to know. All right, and now I'm going to do that one, and again, we'll keep on going. We'll go all the way through. You get to this yellow square, it'll complete when you defeated them. And you will get your reward of 200 gems, 10 of those, and 1 of those. I don't make this video too much longer because you'll see when you do it. It's not that hard. You get to the end now that you know that, and it will give you these rewards. And they'll pop up, and you'll get them, and this will say completed. And then the next time you can do it again, there will be a little exclamation mark on this that you can do it again. All right? That is how the challenge books works, my friends. I hope that helped you out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful day in Middle-earth. Thank you so much to my Patreons for your support. It means a lot. Subscribe and there if I earned it. Next episode for Lord of the Rings Legacy will be up there for this Rise to War playlist. And over there is a LOTR tale that made content with voiceovers. Have a great day in Middle-earth, my friends. I'll see you in the next episode of Voice of the Rings.